Well, hello there, and welcome to Walkers on Winnie Winter Edition. This is a fun and exciting night for us. Well, it's been kind of crazy. The weather's been all over the place. Tons of snow, and then it got warm for one day. So here I am. It's about 9:30 on a Monday night. We got all sorts of snow up here. Came up to grab the pontoon, borrowed a friend's truck. Thank you, Dave. And I'm gonna grab that. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out of here, get it home for the winter so we can do some fun work on it. So this is just the pickup. This is just a little fun. Again, 9:30 at night on a Monday night. What else would you rather be doing? Well, mission accomplished, guys. It's 1 in the morning, Tuesday morning now. Started up in New Hampshire where there was tons of snow. Got this guy down nice and easy, avoiding all the toll roads because, well, it's just complicated with the extra trailer and all that stuff. Plus I wanted to keep it at 55 just to be safe. Rode like a dream, got it down. Now it's time to get the truck back and take a look at this thing in the morning. All right, well, here we go. It's the morning, about 5 days after I brought the boat back, but here we go. And like I said, this is winter edition. We've got a bunch of projects, really excited about. And I'll go through all those different projects. We'll walk through what we're gonna do and then see as we get to them. So the first thing though, is I want to show you something that makes it kind of freaky to work on the back of the boat. This is just a really long trailer, really long boat. So if I go up front, watch what happens back here. I'm going to pick it up and drop it. Did you see that? It's a lot of movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take some jack stands, which I've got here. I'm going to take these jack stands and I'm going to go ahead and jack up the back just to support it. It's going to still have the wheels on, but this will just support it so it doesn't wobble around. Right, Clark?
Yeah, what's that thing?
It's a jack stand. You want to tell them? It's a jack stand?
Jack stand.
All right, so here we go. All right, so one of the problems is that this back hatch doesn't stay up. It hasn't ever stayed up since we got the boat, so that's 2.5 years. So these are 2 lift struts. So I pulled them off. I pulled one of them off, and we'll go ahead and pull the other one off now. And we'll take a look at these and see what we need to do to replace them. So if you look close, you can see that this is a model SPD 5200 30A. So that indicates this is supposed to put out 30 pounds of force. Let's go check it on a scale, see what it's doing. All right, and welcome to the Broken Boat Tour. So, as you saw, we did the back hatch, but we've got a couple other things to fix here. So we're talking about, in the back here, we've got an eye bolt that needs to be replaced, and show us. Up here we have a broken cleat. Ooh, broken one of the storms. Yikes. And then we have the running light here on the starboard side. Navigation light, actually. And as you can see, a bunch of bent hardware, so we need to fix it. Also, these front lights are not lighting up, so we got to check the power on that. So we're going to go pick up some parts. Right, Clark?
Yeah.
All right, so part of the broken part is that this carpet is just not in a good shape at all. And then we've got this issue here. You can see missing a nut on the bottom, making the gate go up and down. We are also having that problem here with the helm. You can see that, so that's got to be bolted down. We've got a seat ripped over here, which is the last seat that we haven't redone, if you look, along with the captain's chair. We need to replace that captain's chair, that's for sure. Over here on the gauges, we've got some excitement, just that the only one that actually works is, I believe, the gas gauge, so that's a bummer. We've got a couple of switches here that don't actually do anything. Accessory 1, accessory 2. The nav does work, the horn does not. And then we've got a bonus switch down here, which is used for the docking lights, but I don't like that one down here when we've got 2 up here we can use. And then there's also a cigarette adapter, which is completely rusted and not working. So those are a few of the things back here that need to be taken care of. And lastly, let's head to the back and take a look at the engine. So the last thing that needs to be worked on is we need to tune this outboard. Isn't that right, Clark? So we got a 2-stroke, 3-cylinder, Mercury Force, 90 horsepower. Might work on getting either the, we'll have to have the propeller worked on, but we've got a little bit of just tuning to do. As you can see here, we put the muffs on already. We're ready to go. Fire this thing up and start working on the carb adjustments, so we'll get there. So for those who are a little bit on the more OCD side, this is really terrible. This wire is just sticking out, and then if you come up to this pontoon, well, there it is, it's sticking out again. So that's not good at all. We've got wires running on top of the pontoon, which, yes, they do get wet, and so no wonder some of these wires are pulling out, so that's no good. Another bonus item is this safety chain, obviously not stainless or galvanized, so replace that. And if you see here, one of the times I was pulling the boat in, I caught this guy, so I'm gonna have to get a new belt for that. So just you know, a couple of small things that have happened. Take a look at this mess. Oh boy, we've got extra crimps here. We've got I had to splice into this, and these just aren't working. So this has to be redone. Hence the reason I bought this new trailer wire, Harbor Freight 750 after a coupon. How about that? 25 footer, 14 gauge. I checked it to make sure that it's long enough. As you can see here, runs all the way back to what we need. So that's what we're doing this morning. We're going to go ahead and replace that trailer wire.
It is time for me to drift onto the unknown. And maybe I've seen too much.
Alright, so if you're curious why these lights stopped working, I think this is the reason why. We've got a bunch of electrical tape around a crimp that also just wasn't connected to anything. So replacing this trailer wiring, best 750 I've ever spent on this trailer, let me tell you. Hey, they didn't do everything wrong. Right here you can see they've got what looks like waterproof splices. You can see the filling on some of these sides, but it's old, 20 years old, so gotta be replaced sometime. One thing we don't deal with very often is darkness up at the lake, especially because it's lighter in the summer. Here in the winter, well, the sun just went down. It's 4:30, so got plenty of time to work. So I'm gonna start by replacing this running light that hasn't been there for a while with the same model from that we have on the other side.
So promise me one thing, you won't apologize. You made our mistakes,
This one's a little more straightforward. Just connect up the old one to the new wires.
into the space, into the great wide open. God only knows we tried. We made our mistakes, and in the moments we had good times of
Cleaner and connected. So excited to try that out.
beautiful and standing here. You're the reason I made it. You're the reason I'm here.
I think this one's going to be the toughest because the wires are so short.
Beautiful and standing here. You're my reason. You're the reason. It is time for me.
Let there be light. We've got running lights on the starboard side. We've got running lights and our license plate light on the port side. And we've got blinkers on both sides. Success. One thing you would have noticed is that I put the hitch plug back pretty far, and that's because we have a link that sticks out of our robe, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and build an extension with the old piece. So we'll put that together, and that way it'll work for anybody's car. All right, compression on cylinder 1, a little over 100, so that's good. Let's check the other two. Compression on cylinder 2, just about the same as cylinder 1, so that's good. All right, and with that, we've got cylinder 3 looking good too, so we are all matched. That is a compression test positive. All right. So, more important than all of the cosmetic stuff that we're doing, which is a lot of it, making sure the engine's running nice and tuned up is most important. So, compression test was the first step. Got that, all 3 are matched up. Next up, we're going to clean it with seafoam. All right, here we go, seafoam at its finest. Really clearing that thing out. We got it run up to a little chunk of seafoam. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, so after a little bit of extra work, what I figured out was actually we're leaking fuel from carburetor 2 right here, and the adjustment on the idle and the mix is 2 turns, 5 turns, and 5 turns, which is 1, 2.5, and 2.5 revolutions. So this really needs to be adjusted. I found a lot of soot and really dirty cylinders, so we're going to clean these up. Definitely going to clean the carburetors out. So the first step is actually going to be pulling this one out and going from there. So just thought I'd give you a little preview, but this is going to be the end of the first section of Walkers on Winni Winter Edition. This was the first month of getting it up here and getting everything set. Next month, I'm going to be tackling cleaning this guy up, getting it running much smoother and much more efficiently, hopefully stopping that leak, and then starting to pull off some of the furniture and potentially cleaning up some of the stuff up there, and we'll see, maybe we'll even get some carpet in. So we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining me.